Hi, I'm Angie Osgothorpe, the president of the Davis Chamber, and I'm here with one of my favorite people on the planet. Did you know that? My favorite
I do
people.
now. Thank you, Angie.
Darren Brush, the president of the Davis Technical College. And so I didn't say that just because you're our landlord and you control our
Right.
all of that. So but it is true. We really appreciate you all because you make us feel so special and you take care of us over at the Business Resource Center. So
It's easy to do.
yeah, thank you. So first of all, thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. We love having you on campus.
Very good. We love being there. So speaking of campus, our campus is changing just a little bit.
Well, it sure is.
Gosh, right? And we've been really patient with our parking and all of that. But
Yeah.
right outside to the east of us is a huge building going up. Can you tell everybody about that building?
Boy, I'd sure love to, and thank you. We love working with the Chamber, and there's so much natural excitement, I think, working together. We complement each other so well because we both have the mission of serving businesses in Davis County, and so we couldn't do it without you. And I appreciate the patience that you've shown and the whole field of membership with this construction. The good news is you can announce to your membership that the parking is open now. We've added the new lots, and it's a lot easier to get to your office than it was before.
It absolutely is.
But the new building, the new Allied Health building, will be done next August. And when we looked at, we have 36 programs at Davis Technical College. And when we looked at our 9 health programs and emergency services programs, we realized that the biggest constraint was the fact that we just didn't have the room to grow, literally didn't have the room to grow. And so this building is critical to us, and we had great community support from many of the businesses that are members of the Chamber. You helped personally, I know, and then our fabulous legislators. So come the end of August, we'll have a ribbon cutting on that new fabulous Allied Health building. It'll have state-of-the-art labs that will allow us to grow our programs, and we'll rehouse all of our health programs into that building. So it's going to be tremendous for the whole community. So much of Davis County's economy is related to healthcare, and so we play a major part in that. And so this will allow us to build our capacity and continue to provide world-class healthcare professionals to those folks.
Yeah, that's great. It's been really rewarding for us to see that on the
It's
list,
fun, huh?
and then all of a sudden it's actually there and being built.
Yeah.
So
It was about 12 years of work, I understand.
Yeah.
I've been in the job just now over 2 years, and I can appreciate how much work it was. But the Chamber really carried a lot of that water for us, and the Chamber speaks with a unified voice that is so powerful, and the legislature heard it. So thank you to you, thank you to our field of membership for helping us make that happen.
Thanks.
So,
We really appreciate our partnership in
we do too.
lots of ways. So that's great. So, I have to confess, I'm a mother of 3, and my 2 older ones are gone, but I've always kind of been like, oh, you have to get your 4-year education, you have to go through college. And now I'm with the help of the technical colleges and a few other things, I'm really turning a different, thought process there in that, we have enough of some of those folks. We need more people who have skills and who can, and it's just such an important role that Davis Tech plays. So tell us a little bit about that and the switch and how the workforce, Chamber's a lot about workforce and how Davis Tech fills that role.
Well, at the end of the day, our mission is economic development. So we exist to provide a technically skilled workforce for jobs in demand that pay family-sustaining wages. It's just a beautiful role, and I think that we've always been a really well-kept secret, but our time has come, and there's great recognition of the value of technical education, and we have great partners. I can't say enough good about Davis School District, who understands that value, and we're doing great collaboration with them, and also Weber State University and the fabulous Brad Mortensen, and so that's our regional hosting institution. So you have this great sort of continuum now that's set up to really embrace technical education from K through 12 all the way through if they want to continue their studies with Weber State or elsewhere. But within that space, we provide world-class workers around skills that are in demand. And the message I would send to anyone is, my experience is the same with my kids as it is with yours, is think about this as an option, because we teach 36 programs, all of which lead to jobs that are in demand. You can start those in high school. You can attend here tuition free while you're in high school. If you're an adult coming back to learn, our average program cost is only $4,000, and it's paid back to you within the first 2 months of your new employment on average.
Right.
So we want parents, employers, school counselors to be thinking about technical education, because if you're in high school, you can do it basically tuition free, get that certificate, start earning a paycheck. If you decide to go on to a university and continue your education, that's going to count toward it. But guess what? You've already knocked some of it out. You're able to work maybe while you're in school and provide for yourself, or you may attach to one of these great Davis County employers that's going to have a tuition assistance program. All of a sudden, parents are no longer looking down the barrel of huge student debt, and they're thinking, there's a real economical path to my kid getting an education, especially a technical education that can lead to a job where they can support a family. If they want to go on and study more power to them. But we've put them on that path. That's a great thing about technical education.
It is. And instead of earning minimum wage as they're getting through college, they can earn that skilled labor wage, which is much better, and that's awesome.
We just did an analysis this last month that showed that for our longer programs, most of our programs are around 900 hours. So if you do one of our 900-hour programs, your wage before versus your earning potential after, your actual wages after, goes up 80%, just for attending and completing one of our programs. So it's pretty easy to sell the value of technical education.
Absolutely. I know my son, who's a senior, is excited to do Skills USA, the competition coming up. So that's good. Now, I also know about Davis Tech that you're pretty well known across the nation as being the cool kids on the block for Davis, for education, for technical education. So tell us a little bit about that, schools that come in and want to learn about how you do things.
Well, we are very fortunate. We've been around just over 40 years now, and I owe it to all the great people that came before and the great people we have here now. But it's really because we're so focused on competency-based education that's accessible. And so it's not about seat time. I refer to a 900-hour program, but we actually crosswalk that. It's really not 900 hours. It's how long it takes that student to demonstrate those competencies. So that's really kind of an average. It's competency-based. And so a student comes in, and if they can show us that they can do something, we move them forward in their study, closer to those certificates that they can achieve. And that's really what makes us special, is that laser focus on competency-based education, not how long somebody sits in a seat. And we try to get a wrench in everybody's hand day one. Across all of our programs, whatever it might be, if you're in composites or you're in machining or in your cosmetology or you're in one of our healthcare programs or whatever it might be, we want you to spend as little time as possible doing the academic book part. We want you out in the lab applying that knowledge. And
skills.
Exactly. Build those skills. And we have world-class faculty, and I think that's just the recipe that makes us pretty extraordinary. And we're part of a really great system. There are 8 colleges in the state of Utah, and every one of them is great. And it's the most exciting job most exciting thing you can be part of, frankly.
I agree. Like I said, we love our partnership. We love to see it every day in action. So that's good. Darren, I have one more question for you. What is your favorite thing? What do you love about the Davis Chamber?
Oh, that's so easy. Well, first of all, you.
Oh, that's kind.
Yeah. No, so I'm not a native of Davis County. The Davis Chamber introduced me to business and networks. Like, it just fast forwarded all of that for me. So I participated in the Leadership Institute. Was the best thing I could have done. I built a network instantly. I got to know businesses on the ground. They introduced me to other folks. And I find Davis County so collaborative in the business environment. In the education environment too. We work closely together to solve problems. And you gave me a running start to do that. But there's so many other things because our missions are so overlapped in serving business and economic development that we complement each other so well. So we can bring training solutions to your field of membership. You can bring new members or introduce current members and their training needs to Davis Tech. We can solve those workforce needs together. So I love everything about the Chamber. I've participated in a lot of chambers of commerce. I've never seen one as vibrant as the Davis Chamber of Commerce.
Wow, and we didn't even pay you to say that.
No, you didn't. I love the Davis Chamber. You know that. We're doubled down on the Davis Chamber.
We do. Darren, thank you so much. I'm Angie Osgathorpe again here with Darren Brush, president of the Davis Technical College.
Thanks, Angie.
Thank you.